Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Advanced Wars. This is another episode, I guess. I guess, I don't know, welcome. Now, I'm very scared. What's going on here? I thought I was going to be versing... Why am I versing Drake? I thought that was it for the Green Earth missions. I'm very... Oh no, is this going to be another Fog of War mission? Of course! Oh, well, there you have it. Wait, Sammy Revicker. I need to read this. We have a problem. Has been ambushed. Understood. That's right. Oh, God. Oh, this is an interesting mission. You have a question? Yeah. My attitudes towards Nell? What do you... Oh, yeah, because she's stuck up a little bit. Right. Oh, dear. Hold up. Am I versing Drake again? I thought I was going to be versing Nega Andy. Let me check. Yeah, I'm versing Drake. Keep in mind, this is something I forgot to mention. You know, Green Earth, Germany. Duh. Somehow, Drake is supposed to look German, I guess? I mean, his uniform looks a little bit German. Maybe? I feel like neither Eagle nor Drake. Eagle looks a little bit like he's a bit representative of Germany. But... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Eagle looks somewhat like he could be from Germany, but... Oh my god, they can move so far. See, like, he can attack me here. That's where I need to load up. This guy cannot, so it's this guy that's the problem. Just 8 days, right? Oh god, and he probably has fighter jets all over the place. Okay, let's see what I can make of this. Let's see if I can make some magic happen. Magic Mike. My favorite movie of the year. I shouldn't have moved that like that. I should have done it like... Yeah. Yeah, now you see where I'm coming from? Yeah, boy. Yeah. Wah, wah. So. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jesus, am I actually seriously clipping right now? That's... it's gonna be a problem. I just need to protect that unit for 8 days. I had a couple of things to talk about because I was thinking about Eagle earlier. Green Earth probably has the most boring CO powers and CO abilities out of all the other COs. Like you have Blue Moon, they have one can make it snow, the other has a really good damn range. He's a gunslinger, an American gunslinger, mind you. You have this guy's gonna grab the boat from up top. Okay, dokes. You have let me just... I could load them up. Or maybe I won't. This takes way too much thinking to do. Way too much thinking. Let's take on the ground cruisers. Alright, everything's ship-shape. There's no escape. And he has a battleship, someone in the shadows. I see, I wonder, I don't think shoals give any indication visually during that animation. What the shit? Well, that was the fastest mission loss in the history of... No shit! Now, don't you dare show your face around me again. Yes, I do know that. That was my plan. That was my plan. That's what I was going to do. Oh my god, that was the quickest loss. Day 1 loss. Jesus. Let's do this again. I've completely lost. Oh, the commentary is going to be horrible for this mission. I was thinking. Oh yeah, I was thinking about how each country or each So I can't do that. I'm gonna need to. Oh, what am I meant to do? Hold up, where is that? Where's the shooting? Was it shooting from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it like up here or something? Was it over here? Where was it shooting from? I'm genuinely... This is genuine concern and confusion, more or less. Oh well, I'll just make do with it what I will, or what I can. No. So I was thinking, as I was saying, or hoping to say, is that you have each of the factions. They have their. Generally, it's quite good how specific, sort of thematically specific and appropriate the CO powers. Yeah. Then you have Green Earth, which they just feel a bit lackluster. It's just a sort of straightforward. Oh yeah, buff to all. Either air or sea units. Oh no, the CO powers are kind of interesting. Eagle gets moved twice. Drake has its tsunami. Which one's he attacking? This is important for me to know. His music sounds... it works. It's not as bad as Sonya's music. Sonya's music sounds like some kind of music I would have heard from an old 90s King's Quest, or one of those strategy games from ages past. And yeah, I was thinking about Eagle, about how I can't think of any Germans in history who were exceptional in air. There was a guy called Eagle. Haha. If I recall correctly, there was... Don't you dare. There was some really good pilot who was given the nickname of Eagle, and he might have been German, but I'm not too sure myself. So there's nothing that really comes to mind when I think Germany and air superiority. Can this... Yes, it can land. Awesome. See, this was my original plan. Just hide away. Hide as far away as you can. So many cruisers. Yikes. Wow. Okay. So I can't really think of any Germans in history being... Or Germany doesn't really come to mind as being incredibly good with air or air combat. Though what does come to mind is, for some reason, the Spitfire, which I think is getting a little bit more recognition because of that new movie that's come out. Dunkirk, I think. It was a battlefield where the Spitfire were introduced. I know... Who's shooting? Oh, okay. I'll take that loss on the chin. By all means, just keep firing. I need to survive 8 turns. Dunkirk, I recall being... I know a little bit about the Spitfire because my older brother used to just absolutely adore the Spitfire for reasons. Which is cool. By all means, more power to him. And I used to play old school flight simulators. He would always play Spitfire, and I would too by proxy because I was an unoriginal jerk, basically. Destroy all his units because I don't want them to survive. So the Spitfire was it's a marvel of engineering. At the time, a marvel of engineering. Well, frankly, if we're being frank, to be redundant and say frank for a third time, the fact that man can fly in heavier than air flight machines, that is something. That is marvelous. Marvelous, I would say. Absolutely marvelous. But no, give it some serious thought that we can fly. That's amazing. The entire globe is interconnected through flight. The fact that we've been able to do it is incredible. There's a lot. I actually studied aviation for a number of years. I was considering maybe being a pilot, mostly because my father, he was maybe, if we're being skeptical, perhaps trying to vicariously live his life through my own. Perhaps, if we're trying to be scrutinize him and be critical and skeptical of his decisions, but I don't want to be a jerk like that. He has an interest in aviation. I learned a lot about, for example, engineering. Oh god, I can't. This is frightening. Very frightening. So you learn a lot about, old school. It's a bit, the knowledge somewhat outdated. Learning how the engines work, how carburetors work. Nowadays we have modern engineering marvels. We don't need to know that sort of stuff. You need to know more so like how do modern engines work, not old-timey engines work. But that's not a problem. It is important when you're learning these things to know how they work from a nuanced perspective to gain a proper understanding of it. Because, for example, I have a lot of background in commerce. If you want to know more details, I'm studying to be an actuary. Final year of study, believe it or not. And so, for example, learning about accounting. Nowadays, the stuff you learn in accounting is hardly, I would consider, calling that useful. Well, not that it's useful, but it's outdated knowledge, which doesn't get used very frequently anymore. But it's good to know that stuff, because we have programs that do accounting for you. Just plug in the numbers and it does it all for you. But having an understanding and a nuance of how the program does it, and knowing how accounting works in general, gives you a lot of power and understanding and control and confidence when it comes to accounting and all matters surrounding accounting. Like, for example, sure, you can learn how to program, learn some Python or something. Or you can learn how to start developing games. You can just sort of start doing it now. There's lots of engines out there that do a lot of work for you. You can probably, using, for example, blueprints in Unreal Engine, you can get away with not doing any programming at all. No lines of programming, and still create a product that's quite nice. But at the same time, it might be worthwhile going to university. I believe Harvard provides a free course on computer programming, where they start off from machine code, and what that means, they start off with binary ones and zeros. It's bonkers, it's insane, and then you think you will never ever really need that if you're just sort of programming as maybe a small hobby, or as I did it. If you're programming as a small hobby and you just want to make stuff, but if you're, say, doing it professionally, knowing that stuff down, the nuance of it, gives you a lot of power and control over how your programs work, and it just interesting to think about. Anyways, this is going to be a shorter episode. Good for you, and good for me as well. It was an easy episode too. Thank you so much for watching. I ranked up Opal Hen. Normally, believe it or not, it was very forced. My celebrations, I used to celebrate just like, oh yeah, wow, I'm amazing, because I want to try and entertain you somehow, because I had no idea how else to do it. But now I have a bit of an idea, 60s of experience. Oh, Black into Blue Moon territory. Interesting. Intriguing. Oh, who was that? Oh, hey. Anyways, let's solve this mystery next episode. See you guys then. Bye.